Welcome back, listener, to this belated episode of the Real Issues podcast from its new base, new geek room, Matt.
New geek room.
Yeah.
You got geeky. You are complaining about the pile of comics on the floor.
And I've got my pop vinyls. I've got my Star Wars figures.
You're such a nerd.
My little nerd area. It's quite nice.
Yeah. But this way, you're going to explain why we've not podcasted in ages, Rob?
I've moved house.
You're going to take responsibility for that one?
Yeah, I'll take responsibility. Moved house.
Getting married.
There's a lot of shit going on.
Yeah.
So it's been a bit slow on it, but
it has, but we've got plenty to talk about.
Disappointed the 12 people who look forward to this every week.
I was going to say, you did say listener. I was like, I think we have more than one.
Well, I'm speaking to each person on an individual basis, Matt.
Oh, okay.
Personal,
I get it.
Yeah, me to them. Not me to a mass crowd, but me to each individual person.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah,
I like it. Engaging with the audience.
Exactly. I could name them all by person. Probably.
Yeah, because there's 4 of them. It's not many names to remember.
Ken. Paul.
Yeah, hi Ken, Paul. The guys
Paul
from Nerd Chatting.
I've not talked to Paul about it for ages.
Yeah.
I got bored. I don't know.
Tell us you love us, Paul, if you do. If you're listening. This is how we find out. We tell people, messages if you're listening. And then when they don't message us, we go, all right then.
All right, that's it.
It's a listener lost. Mom, if you're listening, messages.
She's not listening. We lost Mo a long time ago.
Yeah, I know. Disappointing.
There you go. Got some stuff to talk about this week, haven't we? Thor Ragnarok.
We have got some stuff to talk about.
Stranger Things. A little bit of that.
Yes.
Some Nintendos.
Gaming.
Some Nintendos.
And some PlayStation.
Some sex pests. Maybe a little mention of the sex pests.
Yeah. Lots of sex pests.
And then the IMDB quiz as well, Matt. I've done that.
Oh, have you done it?
It's a good link this week. So.
Is it pedos?
Yeah, it's all the perverts in Hollywood. That would be in poor taste, I think. Should we start with news then?
Let's start with news.
News jingle.
What's been going on in the news? What's been going on in the movie news? Well, that actor you like's done another thing. There's a few more reboots and a sequel too. And the other guy got caught with some cocaine. It's the news.
So you've seen this. Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings.
Amazon.
Favourite film.
Yeah, any long-term listeners will know that we love Lord of the Rings more than anything in life. But it appears that Amazon are trying to make a series.
With Warner Brothers. Who own the rights. But yeah. Yeah, that's a thing that apparently is very early stages. So
yeah.
But because Amazon haven't even got permission to even start it yet. I think it's one of those things of no one's officially signed on to do it, but Amazon are looking like the most likely party to.
So who's developing it? Warner Brothers.
Warner Brothers, I think, because they own the rights to it.
The rights for this is so
some
confusing.
Rights. Yeah, they've only just settled a case going from 2010, something like that, about online gambling stuff, something or other.
Yeah.
But
who did Lord of the Rings then? New Line.
New Line did Lord of the Rings.
Who New Line now though? New Line aren't New Line.
New Line are owned by Warner Brothers now.
Okay.
They are still a thing, and then so are MGM, are also owned by Warner Brothers, I think.
It's bloody confusing.
It is confusing, but yeah, I think Amazon are just the biggest one in the moment in the running to fund it and stuff, because they're trying to. Yeah, they've just sacked all of their high ups. Amazon,
yeah, I saw that.
Thingy production team, and they want to kind of go in a bit of a different direction with what they're doing. Don't really want them trying out their new direction on Lord of the Rings. Really,
what's the point?
Yeah, I just think if Lord of the Rings was a bit iffy,
do the Hobbit, then do the Hobbit.
Yeah, you go fair enough. It wasn't that successful, but. Maybe you could look at it and go, maybe it wasn't so successful because it's so long and it wouldn't fit into a film. So a TV series is a great format for it, whatever. But whatever you think about these films, critically, they're ridiculously successful. The money, the awards, the fandom. You just think, why does this have to... why are you doing this? What new thing are you going to bring? Yeah, money. But
Sweet moolah.
What new thing are you going to bring to making this? I mean,
I feel
if
like
it's great,
the one thing that Peter Jackson's Lord of the Rings doesn't necessarily get right. Well, not right, but it doesn't quite delve into the lore and the history.
Yeah,
and that's the really good thing that Game of Thrones kind of gets right, is it does do that. Like, and that's what the 10-episode arcs kind of let you do.
Yeah, exactly.
Like 3 series, 1 series per book. I mean, it could work.
Yeah, it could. It could work. But I just think
I'm not sort of offended by it though. Joe, when people say they're making a remake of Lion King, and be like, "No, why are you making? It's already perfect." Don't watch it then, mate. The original. Just go and watch the original. I don't see why people get like really wound up about remakes. Don't watch it if you're not bothered. If it's good, great. You've got 2 great versions of Lord of the Rings. If it's bad, just watch Peter Jackson's version again.
Exactly. Yeah, you don't have to worry about it, do you?
Yeah, just chill out.
Yeah, that's a thing that might be happening, which.
It does seem unnecessary, but like, especially when they could do something like the Silmarillion in that format, I think would work. Yeah, I think
like the budget is going to be really off as well, for unless they pump just ridiculous amounts of money into it. They're going to be quite clever about the way that they do things.
I wonder what the casting would be like.
Yeah, I think so much
That'd
of
be
the
so hard
films,
to.
Yeah, I think so many films
to
are
get it.
Like, who are you going to cast as Gandalf? Like.
Ian McKellen?
Like, maybe some of the other ones you could go, all right, maybe you'd swap out, they're not as iconic in that role, but, Ian McKellen is iconic in that role.
Christopher Lee.
So
I don't know, like, you couldn't, it'd be impossible. You couldn't.
Yeah, and even with, like, some of the designs of things, like the Balrog and everything, it's so,
I wonder if you get, like Alan Lee to
now. Yeah, like what do you do with the design? It's so iconic. What do you?
It just seemed like an unnecessary.
Do you rip it off? Do you change it?
The weird thing is as well that there's no way you could kind of the special effects and the practical effects and everything are so like groundbreaking at the time. Like if that came out in the cinema now, you'd still think that was pretty good.
Yeah, even now there's only a couple of things where you go, that's a bit ropey.
There's a few bits of green screen which look a bit iffy.
Yeah,
but like generally all the like the miniature effects and stuff, you think like. It's not like this is a film from the 50s, which is a classic, which you think, we could do this in a way that feels fresh and different.
Yeah.
It's like it's not that old. And it's
surely a TV show is going to be a downscale, if anything.
Yeah. Well, maybe if they do take a totally different approach, which it doesn't feel like they do, because it feels like it's just going to be a cash grab rather than an artistic exploration of Tolkien's work.
I mean,
like,
it is.
If they did go lore-based, maybe that'd be interesting, but I doubt that's where they're going. It is early days, so you can, maybe when if and when they make a deal, they can come out and say, this is the direction we're going in, and this is why we're doing it. Obviously, without anything confirmed, they're not going to really come forward and start pitching to an audience just yet without even a production company signed on. But yeah, wait and see what happens with that. Yeah. That's news that's happening. Yeah. More news. Taika Waititi's and Jermaine Clement also co-directed that and co-wrote it. Yeah, he didn't really get credit for that, he doesn't. No, which is sad. It is, because it was like a dual effort, joint effort. Yeah. So what we're doing in Shadows is getting a sequel, which we knew about a while ago, I think, but it's called Werewolves, and like we are wolves and werewolves. But werewolves, yeah. It's clever. Is it a pun about werewolves? Yeah. So I think it's following Rhys Darby's character. I don't know what he's called. No, I don't. But that was a great little, side character kind of thing. That I hope Stu's in it. Stu better be back. Yeah. It's just a cool little side thing that you went that they filmed it maybe need, but it was just really funny, and it went, it's a whole universe. It's not just a Twilight joke, and taking the piss out of Twilight a bit as well, and it wasn't. Yeah, so it was cool. I liked it. So I'm really looking forward to when that comes out. Yeah, I don't know when yet, but it'll be a while. I imagine. Yeah, it's probably be a while. Yeah, because he only just probably wants a break after Thor for a bit, doesn't he? And then, I wonder what else he's got going on. Don't know. Yeah, who knows? Well, Jermaine's touring, isn't he, with Flight of the Conchords? He is touring Flight of the Conchords. Tickets ran out in like 10 minutes. Did bullshit. They? Yeah, that's so crap. Yeah, I want to hear Business Time. I was listening to him this morning, actually. Oh, so good. So funny. You're the most beautiful girl in the room. Yeah. You could be a part-time model. So that's good news. Do you want some bad news?
I want some bad news. Lay the bad news on me.
Kevin Spacey's a
Like Kevin
weird
Spacey lies on
pervert.
kids.
Yeah. But it's all right. He's got a valid excuse, Matt, because he's gay. So that's...
Yeah, that wasn't handled. That was handled poorly.
No, it was... Yeah.
I mean...
What's his name? Billy Eichner?
I'm not sure.
The guy in Parks and Rec.
Yeah.
He put a thing on saying Kevin Spacey's just done something I didn't think was possible and create a bad time to come out, something like that.
Yeah.
Such a weird, like... So for anyone who doesn't know, he's been accused of like making a move on a 14-year-old boy at a party.
But more than that now. There's loads more.
Well, yeah, but originally this is how it came out, wasn't it?
This original one, you kind of went... I mean, the only thing you can say about it is he didn't try and deny it. I mean, he did say he didn't remember it, but he did say, if it happened, I'm incredibly sorry.
You think you'd remember trying to have sex with a 14-year-old boy?
Yeah,
I feel like I would.
Yeah, I remember all the times I've tried it, so...
Got a scrapbook.
Yeah, but... And then he decided at the end to almost... I don't know if he was trying to justify it or if it was just phrased very poorly, but basically almost said that his excuse was he's gay.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like there are plenty of gay men that aren't paedophiles, Kevin Spacey.
Yeah, most of them probably aren't, to be fair.
Yeah, most of them probably aren't. 99% probably aren't pedos.
Same with the general population. There's creeps in every subset.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was in poor taste, wasn't it?
It was in poor taste, slightly.
It's just
understatements of the century. But then more people have come out.
Yeah, he's been fired now, hasn't he?
He's been fired from House of Cards. House of Cards has been season 6 is currently filming, I think, and suspended filming of that. He's had other stuff with Netflix.
So
I think
fake presidents are held up to higher standards than real presidents, apparently.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the world we live in 2017.
It is the world we live in.
It's like 2016 was a world where all your heroes died. 2017 is a world where you realise they're all perverts, sex pests. Yeah. That's the way it's going, so that's good.
It is. Because there's Dustin Hoffman as well. He's been
that made me so sad.
A little.
Because he just seems like a really nice...
Again, the only thing about Dustin Hoffman's ones, it sounds just kind of like Kevin Spacey's one is,
attempted child rape.
Attempted child rape. Dustin Hoffman one kind of seems like boys will be boys in the 80s sort of thing.
Just a bit cheeky.
Rather than... I mean, it's not right. We're not condoning it, but, Harvey Weinstein, Kevin Spacey, Donald Trump, probably a lot worse.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just sad that like Harvey Weinstein, you kind of not expect it, but it comes out and you go.
He does look like a creep, though.
Yeah, you just go. Don't really. I don't need that selling to me. I just buy that.
Yeah, I don't
straight
care.
up.
Yeah, also I don't care.
Yeah, but with like people like Dustin Hoffman and Kevin Spacey, it's just a bit sad.
Yeah.
So we probably won't be seeing
for the victims, though, Matt. So
very sad for the victims, yeah. But we won't be seeing Kevin Spacey in anything ever again, probably. So
yeah, it's kind of annoying because I really like Baby Driver.
Yeah,
that's constantly tainted, isn't it? It's Cheers.
I
Kevin.
really like Baby Driver. I really like Seven. I really like American Beauty. But it's not about us, Rob. It's about the victims. It is,
yeah.
They've got the real hardship here. But yeah, there was someone else, Brett Ratner. He's been a naughty boy.
Everyone's favourite director.
Yeah, of classic comedies, Rush Hour films.
Can't believe he's not won more Oscars, to be honest.
To be fair, I do like Rush Hour, so...
Which we figured out was actually quite racist before recording this podcast.
Yeah, very racist.
I insert that clip here, actually. I was recording that.
Did Rush Hour, didn't he?
Oh, yeah.
They're good.
Are they?
Yeah.
Did you listen to the IGN podcast this week?
What, this week? No, not yet.
They talk about Rush Hour, and there's a bit where Jackie Chan just keeps calling people my...
Yeah, there is, yeah. Yeah, because because he walks in and he's like, just do what I do. And then he's like, what's up, man? And then, Jackie Chan stood there and he's like, what up, man? And he's like, what?
Isn't that like a 12A as well?
Yeah, I think so.
Can you say that?
It's pretty funny, though, isn't it?
There's a bit where he says, I'm going to bitch slap you back to Africa as well.
Yeah. That's funny.
That's not right.
No.
1998.
Is that when it was out?
Yeah.
Different time on it. Different time. but pretty funny. So, but yeah, he's been a naughty boy.
But it's funny, so it's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm not sure what he's been doing, but it's been naughty. So he was planning to do.
I think it's quite serious.
Yeah, I think his is.
I think it's not
really
sexual harassment. I think it's like next level.
Yeah.
Give it a Googs.
Give it a Google. But he was basically lined up to do the Hugh Hefner film.
That could not be written like.
Yeah, he'd probably be perfect for, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
Which everyone was. Yeah,
so
there we go.
That's
it's the big
bad,
one.
isn't it?
Yeah. So it apparently had Jared Leto attached to play Hugh Hefner, but after all this Brett Ratner stuff came out and the film got shelved, Jared Leto came out and was like, "No, I was never signed on. I never spoke about it."
Don't know who he is. No, never heard of it.
Never. Brett who? But Brett Ratner like kind of was like, "Oh yeah, my friend, like Jared Leto's going to play him and stuff." But that's been.
Yeah, couldn't happen to a nicer guy. So
yeah, can't say that's too much of a loss. So
yeah, well, I suppose like in some ways it's really bad this is coming out because it means it happened. But on the other side, it's kind of quite good that it's
good that
it gets all these bad blokes out of successful positions, and that can only be a good thing, I guess.
Yeah, but people still give Roman Polanski money to make films.
Yeah, I cannot believe that.
He's an actually convicted.
He's admitted to raping a child.
Yeah.
He's a man who's actually admitted raping a child, and people like. I don't know even if you're a man, like why would you work with him? But if you're a woman, why would you go and work with him? Everyone knows who he is. Everyone knows what he's done. Everyone knows what he's admitted to doing.
Why is everyone giving him money to still make his films?
Yeah,
but I mean, Harvey Weinstein probably did all the things that he's saying he didn't do, but he's only accused at the moment, and he's been completely, like rightly so, completely thrown out of everything. So you just think, why is an actually convicted person being?
But he's still like officially on the run, isn't he?
Worse crimes, probably say than Harvey Weinstein, and he's.
I think child rape's about as bad as it gets, really.
Yeah, and he's still allowed to make films and stuff. So,
but he's still like a convict, though, isn't he? He's still like fleeing from justice.
Oh yeah, if he ever returns to America, he will be arrested.
It's shocking that he can't be arrested somewhere else.
They won't extradite him now, will they? That's the thing.
Why? Like, what sort of people are you? You don't extradite a paedophile.
Like, I don't know.
Where are your standards?
Pretty low. Low, probs.
That's the news. That's sad.
That's sad news.
But also good that people are getting like this is actually not just coming out as he's been a bit naughty, but it's actually come out. People like we're not accepting this. So that's good, I guess, in a way. Let's move on to some reviews that we've done, seen, watched, played, whatever. I don't know.
Guess we went to the cinema this week. We saw some films and we watched some Netflix. Listen up to our ill-informed opinions and then go and see it all anyway. Because who knows, not us, but we'll rate it anyway.
Do you want to start with some PlayStation?
I want to start?
Yeah? No, I'm talking to the third person.
Should we leave Thor till last?
Let's do Thor. That's our big one, isn't it?
That big one, yeah. I'll start with a bit of PlayStation. I'm pretty late to the game, but I've been jumping into a bit of Bioshock. I got the collection like last Christmas, I think, actually, and I forgot that I had it, and then found it, and I was like, sweet, I'm going to play a bit of this. Free game, pretty much, yeah. It's got three games, actually, in the collection. But no, I'm really enjoying it at the moment. It's like 10 years old. 2007 it came out, so it's obviously dated, and if you smart, it's obviously dated in quite a lot of like aspects. Like the design's like really good of it, but obviously it is of like its time and everything, and some like mechanics aren't that smooth, but it's really good. I mean,
what's it about?
Kind of like it's kind of like a mystery. It's still at the moment. I don't want to say too much because
you just don't understand it.
I just don't understand
it.
I just don't get it. It's a mystery. That's what I know. No, you kind of it opens and you're on this plane, and then you're in a plane crash, and you end up near this lighthouse that takes you down to this city like below the water. from what I can gather, was kind of supposed to be a utopia sort of place where people would pay to come and stay in this amazing place, but it's all just fallen apart and just gone pretty bad, really. But it's cool because there's like loads of different elements to it. It's got it's like a first-person shooter, but there's loads of other different things. You've got like magic, like superpowers as well. You collect them along the way. You can upgrade them. There's like traps you can set. Like there's elements like horror to it. So it's really cool at the moment. There's loads of different elements to it and everything. Story-wise, so far there's like bits and pieces, but not loads yet. Just more little hints at what's going on in the world. Because this is big, like open sections, and then you'll get to a point and then go through, and you'll get to the next section, and it'll load it. And I've realised how much I don't need just to run around for like 20 minutes to get to an objective anymore. So it's really good. I'll probably review it more when I've actually finished it and everything.
Cool.
You've been playing some games as well?
Playing some games. I treated myself to a Nintendo Switch, Matt.
Ooh,
first Nintendo
fancy.
in a long time. Like my childhood memories of like gaming were always on the N64 though, like all my best.
Yeah, N64 all the way.
Like it's just like this nostalgia, like the old Mario 64 and like the Pokemon tournament. You could like use your Game Boy Pokemon to fight each other.
Yeah, that was so cool.
And like F-Zero X and stuff. So I treated myself to a Switch with Super Mario Odyssey.
Very nice.
And like the system itself, like I know people were a bit late on the Switch, but it's just so good. Like just the way you just like, there's like the docking station, you just put it in, it just comes up on your TV, and you just play in, going out, pick it up, just take it out, take it up to bed, whatever. Like it's so clever. And it doesn't feel like when it's handheld, it feels like a handheld game, and then when it's on the TV, it feels like a different game. Yeah, it's really clever. And the feedback on the controls as well is really good. Like the vibration. Do you know, like sometimes when you touch like your iPhone, it sometimes makes that little vibrate.
Yeah.
It feels almost like that. It doesn't feel like it's vibrating, but it feels like there's feedback, which is just so cool. And Mario is really good. It's just, there's so much to do in it as well. It's like one of those games that almost feels a bit too big. And it's kind of the typical like Mario game where you have to go through levels to like fight Bowser at the end.
Yeah.
But there's loads of like, so it's like spoiling it really if I go into detail, but there's loads of like cool dynamics and different ways of solving puzzles and collecting stuff and different characters. It's just so much fun.
Have you only got Mario Odyssey at the moment?
Yeah. So I'm probably gonna get Zelda at some point.
Yeah, Zelda's supposed to be awesome. I'm thinking of
Mario Kart. I want.
Yeah, I'm thinking of getting one at some point. Yeah, they're the big ones: Zelda, Mario Odyssey, Mario Kart.
Yeah, my only issue is like there's not that much depth to the games at the moment. Like there's some like amazing games, but there's not many.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's more in
Mario
like
and Zelda, which
stuff.
have been like really, really well received. Like 10 out of 10 reviews everywhere. But that's about it. So that's stuff like Mario Kart will keep me going for a while. But so it's like Zelda and Mario are so big. That's probably all you need, really. Yeah,
at the moment, yeah, definitely.
But yeah, it's
I really
fancy. It's like it's perfect kind of blend of nostalgia and a new game,
like new stuff.
Yeah,
sweet.
Recommend that.
I definitely want to grab one. Maybe for Crimbo.
Crimbo.
My B-day.
Shut up.
A joint present and get myself one.
Pull your money.
Not my money.
Pull your mum's money.
Mum and dad's money, yeah.
I also saw Breathe, Andy Serkis' directorial debut.
I was going to see this and then decided to play Bioshock instead. Was it good?
It's all right. Yeah, it's pretty solid. Like, I know it feels like Andy Serkis' directorial debut, but has he started his Jungle Book thing? No, he's doing Jungle Book, isn't he?
Yeah. He is doing.
Jon Favreau did his. That's been out.
Yeah.
Andy Serkis is doing one, so he's kind of already, and he's directed some of The Hobbit as well, didn't he? So
yeah, he did.
He's kind of been involved in all that stuff for a while, but it is his first film. Yeah, it's good. It's good. It's the only thing I didn't, because it's about this guy who contracts polio, played by Andrew Garfield. And it's based on a true story. And it's about him and his wife, and kind of how their relationship like persists through this like hardship, and how their relationship makes them sort of progress disabled rights.
Yeah.
So obviously, like in the 60s and stuff and 50s, polio was basically like a death sentence, and you sort of people had to like just lie in beds with like these iron lungs, just breathing for them basically until they died. But basically, he was kind of the guy, and his wife, well, probably mainly his wife, really was the person who kind of helped pioneer technology like wheelchairs with respirators built in, stuff like that. And he was like the first polio patient to really get out of hospital and stuff like that. So it's a really cool. it's a good film. It's really interesting stuff. I can't remember what the lady's called next. Is it Claire Foy?
Claire Foy. Yeah,
Claire Foy.
She played Queen Elizabeth in the Crown on Netflix.
Yeah, so she's really, really good in it.
Yeah, she's really good in general. Yeah,
I really didn't like Andrew Garfield in it.
Oh, really?
I don't know whether it was the guy who he's playing, because the guy who's playing is a bit of like a toff. So he's just like, oh yes,
Oh, okay.
and like I just did not connect to him at all. So to be honest, it felt very much like a Theory of Everything sort of film, where it's about these two people. One, they meet when they're quite young, they get married, or they get together, and then one of them comes down, gets like incredibly ill, and kind of how they deal with that illness. It's pretty much beat for beat. There's no really surprises in there, but the difference between the two was I really connected with Eddie Redmayne, but I just didn't connect with Andrew Garfield at all.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's his performance, like the way he did it, but he's like kept saying like old boy and stuff, and coming from someone like Andrew Garfield, it's just like his accent was so like clipped English. I don't know whether that was really needed, because no one else was really doing that kind of clipped English to that extent, and it just kind of he really grated on me. And then he had this weird prosthetic on at the end as well that made him look like Mr. Creosote, which was kind of distracting. So I thought it was really good from like Andy Serkis' point of view. It's a pretty solid debut, and there are some quite like emotional moments in there and stuff, and quite heartwarming moments. But that was all
just his character
from Claire Foy rather than Andrew Garfield. I don't know. Andrew Garfield's just a bit annoying.
I like him in things.
I don't know what I've liked. I kind of liked him in Spider-Man, but he's also a bit annoyed in that. He's a bit smug, isn't he? I think he's a bit smug. Like in Silence, he's a bit smug, isn't he?
Yeah, he's supposed to be in Silence, though, isn't he?
Yeah, no, that's what I mean. He's always smug in everything. Hacksaw Ridge, he's really smug as well. Maybe his smugness has just got too much for me.
Yeah, maybe overloaded. Yeah.
Don't know, but yeah, I'd probably go 3 stars.
Solid.
It's solid, yeah. Paint by numbers sort of stuff. We've also been watching Stranger Things. I've not watched it all.
I've watched it all.
You have watched it all?
I have watched it all, yeah.
Do you want to talk about that? Non-spoilers?
Yeah. So it picks up about a year after season 1, I think. Something like that. And we've got the kids back, the lovable kids, and they're trying to readjust to life after their adventure in the Upside Down and with Eleven and the government in season 1. And I really enjoyed it. I don't think it's as good as season 1.
Yeah, because I actually watched season 1 before we moved house, and I forgot how good it was.
Yeah.
And I forgot how much I loved those characters as well. Yeah,
that said, though, I still think it's pretty awesome series. I really enjoyed it. I binged it in a couple of days, I think. I watched a couple one day, one another day, and then 5 in a row to like finish it off, something like that. But yeah, I think it is some quite. They've added like a few new characters, all of who I think are really good. Actually, I think all the new additions. Yeah, I like bring something.
The girl's quite good, Mad Max.
Yeah, Max. Yeah, Billy's mental.
I hate Billy. His mullets freak me out.
Oh yeah, the only person
fear of mullets.
The only person that can pull off a mullet is Steve. Like,
I hate Steve's mullet as well.
No, he does all right.
I hate it. Cut your hair.
Billy's is horrible though.
Billy's like a rat tail, like horrible, like gypsy mullet.
Yeah, it's also quite weird. He's the yeah, probably. But we like racism, so it's fine. We like Rush Hour.
Sorry, we like Rush Hour. And Brett Ratner.
Yeah.
We don't like Brett Ratner.
No, we don't like Brett Ratner. Yeah, he's the Red Ranger in the new Power Rangers, Billy.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Does he have a mullet?
No. So I've not seen Power Rangers.
Will not watch.
I've seen Power Rangers, but no, I've not seen Power Rangers. Sorry, but I've heard that all the cast like quite good in it. So he's obviously got quite a good range then, because I'm presuming Billy's quite different to the Red Ranger.
I hope so.
But yeah, Sean Austin's fun in this.
Yeah, I get really sad though when I see him, because no one really likes him in the first few episodes.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. I think
he's a really nice guy.
I think that's what he's supposed to be like, a bit of a dork though, and a bit of a
no,
but like a bit of a dweeb. But he's really good. It does that classic sequel thing, but it does it really well of taking the characters and the parents that you usually expect and mixing it up a bit. My new favourite duo are Dustin and Steve, which I really want to spin off from.
I'm not up to that yet, but I know that happens. So
no, they don't. You know, people are going to get to. Everyone's going to get to.
Yeah, no. Someone put it on the internet, so I already knew it happened. But yeah,
it's good. But then, Hopper's back. Hopper's great in this.
I love Hopper.
David Harbour is awesome in this. There's a really cool dynamic of him and someone else.
Well, that's hinted at the end of season 1.
Yeah, hinted at the end of season 1. The only thing that I think falls a little flat is they have just gone to that kind of thing of we'll make a bigger enemy, which is classic sequel kind of thing, and I kind of don't really care that much about Mike, which sounds horrible, but like for the first season, you can understand why he might be a bit irritating because he's going through a lot, and I just find him a bit irritating this season. I found he was the one that I cared about the least.
He's not quite.
Yeah, I don't think he's got a great.
Is he?
No, he's not. He's not sad in a charming way. He's sad in a kind of bratty kid way, which I don't think any fault of the actor. I think the actor's good. I think that's the direction they wanted. But when it was kind of his scenes, I'd kind of be like, oh, can we, move on to one of the ones that I like and stuff. But no, I think he's really
the guy who plays Will is really good.
Oh, he's really good, which you didn't really see in season 1 that much because, he was in the Upside Down and not in it for a lot of time. And they also address the issue of Bob. I'm not going to say how, but Bob gets...
You look angry.
Justice for Bob, Rob. To be fair, I think they do poke fun at themselves a little bit over the Bob. The handling of
I've
Bob.
seen a little bit about that, but yeah, I can't.
Which is quite funny. But no, I think it's just a really solid series. Are we going to do a spoilery special when you've done it?
Yeah, we can do, yeah. I've only got
do it next.
6. How many is it? 9?
9, yeah.
So I've got 4 more to go, probably.
Cool.
Yeah.
We'll do that next week then. We'll chat about spoiler thing properly. I've been playing... Netflix have done a Beyond Stranger Things as well, a little series like chatting to the Duffer Brothers and one of the directors and executive producers, and then cast as well. And there's quite a few episodes of that which I've been watching, which is quite cool. Gives you a nice little insight into. It's like quite casual, just sat around a table having a chat thing, but it's quite good. And then there's the Stranger Things mobile game as well, which I've been playing.
She's obsessed.
It's quite fun. But no, we'll review that properly when you finished it.
Cool.
Should we move on to our main review?
Yeah, main review of the week. Thor Ragnarok. Taika Waititi. He's back.
Our mate, our best.
So's Thor.
Yeah, Thor's back.
So Thor, we'll do non-spoilers. So a bit of a setup. Thor went off at the end of Age of Ultron. Which,
he did.
As time goes on, people seem to really, really hate that film, which I'm a bit confused about.
Yeah, I don't get it.
It's good. It's good fun. I just enjoy watching those characters with Joss Whedon telling them what to do.
There's some good interactions.
There's like the one bit of Thor in a bath, which is a bit weird.
Yeah.
Other than that, I think it's perfectly fine.
Joss Whedon's even come out and said, that was like they made me cut loads of that because it was either that or the bit with Hawkeye's family.
Yeah. And Dark World as well gets a lot of stick, which I don't think it deserves. But
I don't think it deserves it. I
know Chris Eccleston's not great, but
he's not bad. He's just not given a lot to do.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, he's not got a lot to do.
So I don't think he's any worse than Mickey Rourke in Iron Man 2.
Oh no, he's not. Yeah.
Like,
I want my bird.
Give me my bird.
Give me bird.
I tell you, you want to know better. Shut up, Mickey Rourke.
You drug-addled maniac.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't see the hate for the dark world. I like it, but
So, you kind of felt that this needed to be a success, really.
yeah, for like Thor to be
Thor.
a success.
Yeah,
Is it a success, Rob?
it is.
Hey,
I haven't finished my setup yet.
Who could have thunk it?
Yeah,
All right,
Taika
finish your
Waititi's
set.
all right, isn't he?
Yeah.
So it follows up with Thor, who was looking for the Infinity Stones, gets to Asgard, realizes shit's going down.
Yeah,
Hela wants to destroy Asgard
obviously.
for reasons, because she's a bad person. There's no
Yeah.
more to it than that.
Yeah.
Typical Marvel generic villain syndrome.
Yeah,
Which is getting a little bit annoying now, and I kind of expected a little
Yeah, it's
bit
getting
more
really annoying.
from one. Like, why are you getting Kate Blanchett to play that role? Like, it's such a waste of someone who's won 2 Oscars. And I kind of expected more from Taika Waititi as well than just that. But maybe Kevin Feige said, "This is what we're doing. This is the plot beats. Do whatever you want the rest of the time."
Yeah, I reckon that's what happened. Yeah,
You could tell the
With
bits as well that
this.
Taika Waititi wasn't interested in, I think. And I think I'll come on to it a bit in the spoiler section with Anthony Hopkins in particular.
Oh yeah,
There's a few scenes that are just so
100%
rushed.
agree.
You feel like these just have to happen for the film to get to where Taika Waititi wants it to go. And it feels like he's not asked
Yeah,
about how
I really
it gets
wish-
there.
Yeah, the thing is, I would have happily had this film be half an hour longer and have it, like, fleshed out those moments a bit more. Because it didn't feel like a long film, and I was enjoying it
Yeah.
so much that if it'd been half an hour longer, I wouldn't have minded, just to have a bit more of those, those emotional beats be drawn out a little longer and just fleshed out a bit more.
Yeah, I think some of them were fine. Like the Odin Thor one
Yes,
didn't play for me really.
Yeah, a lot of the Loki Thor stuff was
Loki
good.
Thor stuff I thought was really good, but then also it's really
The-
clever because he had like Thor and Banner relationship and the Thor and Hulk relationship,
Yeah, that was cool.
which are
Yeah,
both
they were really good.
Which we shouldn't have known Hulk was in this film. I don't think.
No, that would have been such a
It would have been so good. As well.
awesome moment. Like, it would have just been so cool if we hadn't known, and if we hadn't known that Thor's hammer was broken either.
Yeah, that would have been such a big moment to be like, okay, this person's really powerful.
Yeah, exactly.
But
It's like this
that was
hammer's. Yeah, that was ruined. Yeah,
ruined. No need for that.
No.
Valkyrie, she was good.
she was good. Yeah,
I thought she
enjoyed
was
her.
really good actually. I really liked her character.
Yeah, she felt
I really liked Thor's.
fleshed out. She felt good. They had a good relationship. She had good banter with everyone.
But with Thor as well, and then also with Hulk, and like he did a really good job of like just making every character feel like they had a genuine relationship with every other character. Whereas
Yeah,
a lot of times
definitely,
in
yeah.
these sort of ensemble pieces, like 2 of them will have a relationship, or they'll all have a relationship with the main character, but they won't all have a relationship with each other.
Yeah,
I thought that was like really cool. What else?
yeah. It sounds like we're kind of hating on it a bit. Like, oh, that wasn't as good. That wasn't as good. I had a lot of fun watching this. I think I was
It is a
grinning
lot.
throughout
It
like,
is
the
so
whole.
funny.
I was like grinning throughout the whole thing. I think just sat
Yeah, I
there,
just love. Like, it
with a
felt like.
massive smile on
Do you
my
know, it felt like
face.
it felt almost like it is a comedy film. It's
It's
not
a comedy. Yeah,
it's not a
a comedy.
superhero film. It's a comedy, like first and foremost. And I love how it kind of takes a piss out of itself, but also like the rest of the MCU as well. It's some like jokes where I won't spoil it, but they take a piss out of a certain other character from the MCU, and they just take them. It's just so much fun. It's taking itself like with zero seriousness whatsoever.
Yeah,
And it feels like, do you
Yeah,
know,
it
when
does-
comic books kind of have, it's like sometimes comic books have like totally different kind of interpretations of character. It's like the same character at its heart, but it's almost got like a different slant.
yeah,
And that's kind of what this feels like. It feels like it's
Yeah,
sort of
definitely.
expanded the universe a bit more. And that's kind of fine, I think. I think I've seen some people saying these aren't the characters we've been introduced to in like the first few films. But that's in comic books all the time. They'll have like a slightly different version of the character that fits kind of whatever tone they're going for.
yeah.
And it works like so well. Like Chris Hemsworth is so funny. I saw him
Oh
in,
yeah, he's definitely he's
in Ghostbusters.
definitely-
He's really funny in that.
not been wasted because I think he's funny in the other ones, but he does add
His comedic time is
it's
just
like fully letting him go full out with the comedy in this is a really, really good idea.
Yeah. And Mark Ruffalo as well, also a lot funnier than we've seen him in previous Marvel films. Yeah, a bit like the plot was a bit just like meh.
Yeah, it didn't really. Like the thing is that it was just that much fun that it didn't really need that.
Yeah, it didn't. It didn't. I think I wrote that in my review. It didn't need it necessarily, but
yeah, like it would have been nice to have a few more bits and pieces. We'll talk about in spoilers, but
I think like the only Marvel film that's particularly surprised me is Winter Soldier.
Yeah,
and kind of at the end of Winter Soldier, like when you're watching Winter Soldier, you're like, shit, this has totally changed the entire MCU in a way that all the other ones feel quite self-contained, whereas Winter Soldier feels like when you figure out, when you know it's Hydra behind it, you're like, oh shit.
Yeah,
like, that
exactly.
wasn't spoiled
In the
trailer.
my God.
There wasn't any, as far as I'm aware, there weren't any spoilers of Hydra in the trailer or anything.
No, I don't think there were.
This is my issue with this. It's just here's a big bad guy, go and fight them.
Yeah.
Which is a little bit disappointing, but like you said, it's not really about that. It's about the characters and the comedy, I suppose.
Yeah, exactly.
It's very much recommended.
Yeah. Do you want to do spoilers?
Yeah, let's do spoilers.
Should we start talking about that? Why is Doctor Strange in this film?
Connectivity.
That was one of the only points where I was like, oh, I actually feel quite let down by...
Because...
do you reckon that was something different?
Do you know that scene where Hela breaks Thor's hammer in the field in Norway?
Yeah.
That was green screened, because originally that was in New York.
That was in an alleyway, in in New York, yeah.
So I guess maybe that's why.
That was weird.
Because there's shots of Anthony Hopkins in New York dressed as like a hobo.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
I think
really
originally
bizarre.
it was they've gone to New York. Doctor Strange knows where he is because he's in New York, and that kind of makes a lot more sense. I suppose it's not really that necessary, but I suppose he just tell them where Odin is.
Yeah, but I think that's the only thing
pretty funny though, as well.
It is funny. Yeah, it is funny, and you go, does it really? Does it need to serve like a big story purpose and everything? But obviously, as we say, it obviously did serve a bigger purpose in the original script or the original filming or whatever. But it was fun, so it kind of...
Yeah, it's kind of fun, wasn't it?
I mean, yeah, the CGI in that bit on the cliff top was real bad.
Yeah, it wasn't great, was it?
It was pretty poor. And that whole scene was just so rushed, and obviously
it was
thinking
weird,
about
wasn't it?
It was weird. I felt like, what's happened? Why has he died? Like, why? Yeah, Odin dies. Like, why is Odin dead?
He just fancied it. He literally just fancied it.
And like we were talking about afterwards, and my friend Guff has had a good point of going, it would have been nice to have seen if like Odin was like the one holding Hela back, just by his existence. But if he just got weaker and she'd broken out and there'd been something between them two, would have been quite cool.
Yeah, and she'd like killed him or something.
Yeah.
That would have had so much more emotional weight to it. Because then you'd have a reason to hate her, and you'd have a reason for Thor to hate her. Yeah,
exactly. It just felt kind of like, oh, she's a bad guy that wants to...
Yeah. I kind of liked the fact as well that she was his daughter, who nobody knew about.
Yeah, I like that
But
twist.
it didn't make anything about that, really. It was just like, oh, right.
No, they didn't.
I kind of like the bit where she kind of was kind of disappointed that Odin had turned kind of like peaceful. I kind of like that. And kind of the bit where she makes Thor think about like how his dad like got his kingdom and stuff. That was quite interesting.
Yeah, it was. I like that. I wish they just played a bit more. That's what I mean by this film, because I don't know what else you'd cut out of it to make room for that, which is why I'm saying I'd like for it to be half an hour longer, just so you can play a bit more on some of those.
Yeah, I just feel like Anthony Hopkins was really throwing it in those scenes.
Yeah.
He was just like, let's read the lines and go home.
Yeah. One of my favourite bits, Matt Damon's cameo.
Yeah, that was good.
Absolutely amazing. Him playing Loki in a play put on by Loki, who's pretending to be Odin.
So many layers. Did you like the
Hemsworth
Hemsworth as well?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Luke?
And yeah, I think it was. Yeah, and then
the least good one.
Yeah, and then
Sam Neill.
Sam Neill as well.
Yeah,
playing Odin in the play.
That was so good.
That was good. What do you think of Taika in this film? Taika Waititi. I was wondering if he'd pop up for a bit of a cameo.
I think I knew who was playing that character.
Did you? I had no idea until he.
But when I heard the voice, I thought it was the guy from Hunt for the Wilder People. Do you know the guy who takes in Ricky, and he's like the dad?
Oh, right, yeah.
I thought it was him. He sounded like him.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I see what you mean. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, he was so funny. He was just hilarious. The bit where he's like at the end with the dead thing, he's like, "Oh, he's dead. I'm just carrying him around."
Yeah. I'm just carrying him around. He's dead.
So he's
no,
dead.
he's alive.
He's alive.
He's not dead.
So good. It's the bit where
brilliant.
When he like kicks Loki's hologram as well, he's just like,
yeah, it's just the comedy in it. It's just amazing, like all the way through. I don't think there was a single joke that like fell flat.
No, I heard people said some did, but I was like,
I don't
the
think
bit where I was
did.
pissing myself as well was a bit where he's being taken to the Grand Master and it's the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory thing.
Oh yeah.
I was just wetting myself at that for like 10 minutes. I don't know, that really tickled me for some reason. And I love the bit where like Jeff Goldblum as well. It's just everything he says is just hilarious. What's the bit where he says something?
He was really good at it.
He says something and he just pauses and there's this like awkward like 5-second silence. And I can't remember what it is he says. But then he just does this like silence and then just carries on. He's Pete Goldblum, I think.
Pete Goldblum, yeah, he's very, very, very funny in this. It's just the whole cast is just really good. Everyone worked with, like you said.
Well.
Yeah, I mean,
he had a lot more to do than I thought he would. Actually, I really liked his character arc.
Yeah, I liked it. As well. I think, and he was quite funny with everything as well. Yeah, his Cockney accent, and
I wasn't expecting that.
His AK-47s. Even something like the Valkyrie was kind of cool. I really like her emotional arc and everything.
And like Thor's kind of connection with them when he's like, you're one of them. Like I grew up wanting to be one of them, and I realized that I couldn't because I was a woman.
Yeah, it's like things felt connected, but not in a convoluted way. It just felt like, oh, this is a happening by chance. There was some good Hulk emotion bits as well. Do you know, like when they get back to the Quinjet, the crashed one, and
yeah, that's really good.
You kind of see Thor puts on the video of Black Widow on the screen and everything, and he starts going like mental and stuff.
Yeah,
you're like, all right, this is quite.
I love when Thor keeps doing that too. The sun's
getting
real
low. Real low, big guy. The sun's getting real low.
I love that. That's the bits where he's like, he keeps trying to say to them like, "You're my favorite." I don't even like Banner. He's just a nerd.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it is. And even just the little jokes of that he's got Tony Stark's clothes on. He like keeps messing with his pants. And he's like, "What are you doing?" He's like, so "His pants are so tight." There's just so many little jokes that you're like poking fun at itself, but not in a sad kind of.
It feels very like humble.
Yeah,
because I think like sometimes I think you said this about Guardians of the Galaxy. It feels quite like cocky and quite arrogant. Yeah. Whereas this feels very very humble. I know Guardians of the Galaxy does take the piss out of itself quite a lot as like a talking raccoon and stuff.
Yeah,
but I also feel like it takes itself a bit too seriously at times.
Yeah, I think with with this, I've heard some people go, "Oh yeah, it's like Guardians of the Galaxy but with Thor." I'm like, it's not at all.
It's not. It's completely
different. This is its own thing. Like maybe in design, it's quite similar to Guardians of the Galaxy because they're both set in space in the same universe. So from a visual aspect, there are similarities in design of costumes, design of locations, the special effects. But in terms of tone, it's nothing like Guardians of the Galaxy at all.
It's more like a sitcom almost. Like
yeah,
it is a sitcom.
So
like all the best moments are when like Thor's in a situation where he doesn't know what to do, and it's not. Yeah, it does feel more like a prolonged sitcom with like sporadic action scenes.
Yeah,
it's not often you come out of one of these films and be like, you're not talking about the action scenes, you're not talking about a cool set piece, you're just talking about the really good dialogue.
How funny it was. Yeah,
how funny it was.
The dynamics, and I think like the action sequences were like fine. They weren't anything, but I think because there was comedy laced in there, I was kind of like smiling.
Yeah,
all the way through them, just like this is like it's just so cool. I mean, I think some of these fight scenes had the same problems that like Batman v Superman fight scenes had.
CGI,
like too much CGI.
It's like the one going on at the very start.
Yeah,
but I think because it's mainly played for laughs and not for drama, it's kind of fine.
Yeah, exactly. Because this film doesn't take itself seriously like Batman v Superman does. It doesn't matter that it's like a little bit ropey.
Like I love the
in
bit
some places
where the Hulk jumps into the demon.
Oh yeah,
and just starts.
Like, no, get off him! Don't do that.
It's really funny.
It's a really good film. Really good film. I mean, I would like a little more heart in there. I think, which I know.
I think there's a lot.
Waititi's bringing.
Yeah, I think there's a lot between Thor and Loki. I think, but obviously that's always like destined to not turn out very well.
Yeah, I think they've shelved it now. Though I'm hoping they have. I don't want to see another back and forth between Thor and
Loki's
Loki.
Loki's got the Tesseract, Matt.
Yeah, I know, but I
100% got the Tesseract.
I don't. He has, but I don't want to see it again. I'm so bored of that now. I think I really like their dynamic. Like Loki is arguably one of the only really good villains that Marvel have had. What I do wish though was that there'd been maybe a film or two with Loki being good beforehand. Like in hindsight, looking back, I mean, obviously they couldn't have planned for this. It would have made that scene, in the lift between them, where they were saying, "Oh, you were always this, and I was always that. We were never gonna." Like that could have been a lot more powerful if we'd had scenes of Loki, like a film where Loki was the good guy.
Yeah, maybe we could see him as a good guy.
No, but I mean, it just would have made it. If he'd been a good guy and turned to a bad guy, it would have had like a real, like stronger impact. But
that's at the beginning of Thor. You kind of get that a little bit, but
you do get that a little bit. Isn't it? Yeah,
I love the. I forgot about the scene where Thor's talking about Loki, and he's like, "Oh, there's a time when he like turned himself into a snake, and he knew I love snakes, so I picked up the snake, and then he stabbed me."
Yeah.
And that felt like an improv scene now, because there's a shot of Tom Hiddleston, and he looks like he's trying not to laugh.
Yeah.
It feels like Chris Hemsworth came up with a scene where he just picks up a snake, because I really like snakes.
It's just so funny.
It's such a Taika Waititi like line as well. It's just be like, why do you love snakes?
Exactly, like you hear it and you're like, where is this going?
Yeah,
you hear the start of it.
And I love the get help thing as well. So when you do get help when they're in the lift. So I'm not doing get help, it's embarrassing.
Yeah, get help. And you kind of just stood there going like, what is get help? Like, what is it? And then it's not even clever. It's just
stupid.
Stupid, but it's so funny.
It's so funny.
What do you think? Thor? Anything?
I was going to say, what do you think about like what it means for the MCU, Matt? No Infinity Stones. I put my money on Infinity Stones turning up.
No. Everyone was thinking
Thanos. I also said Thanos would turn up in this. He didn't.
Yeah, everyone was thinking. Maybe. Yeah, probably it's Thanos. Everyone was thinking that Thingy might have one of them, didn't they? Idris Elba. Yeah, Heimdall. Yeah, he might have because of his eyes and stuff. But
yeah, I said that.
That didn't look like. Yeah, it was interesting. I don't know. It felt. It's probably one of the only ones we've had in ages that just didn't really have an impact on any of the other films within. I mean, maybe Guardians of the Galaxy.
So considering Asgard not existing kind of has an impact.
Yeah, it has, but obviously all the other ones kind of have a bit of, there's references and stuff like that, whereas this felt like very, very standalone. Like there were a few references here and there, but mainly played for comedy stuff rather than for drama, which I'm fine with. I don't mind that.
Yeah, I think that's a clever thing to do.
Obviously, something's coming to get Thor and that lot at the end of...
I think someone has confirmed that's Thanos' ship, actually.
It's got to be on it. Like, who else?
I think someone official has officially said that it is. So.
Officially said.
Officially.
Yeah.
So it looks like Asgard's going to be on Earth.
Yeah, they're all going to chill on Earth, on that cliff where Odin died.
Interesting.
Or the alley in New York.
With King Thor.
King Thor, yeah. He's one eye. I forgot about his one-eyedness. That was cool.
Yeah.
I like how they've kind of got to this point where, obviously Chris Hemsworth he's jacked in this film, man.
He is.
That scene where he's in Thor's bedroom, you're like, is that CGI?
That's not real.
How his triceps are insane. Just how do you get your body to that state? It makes me sick.
Like, why would you do that to yourself? So that's really unpleasant as well.
That can't be fun. He looks good though.
He does look very good.
But yeah, at this point where they've gone, let's blow his eye off, sort of thing. Not only drawn in comparison to Odin and stuff, but just that thing of, he isn't just a handsome dude anymore. He's more than that. He's a warrior. He's sacrificed himself for his people and that sort of thing.
Be interested to see what weapon he gets next as well. Actually, what I really did like was the only stuff that kind of paid back a little bit was where there's kind of that flashback. Is it not flashback, or is it like a vision? I don't know. Where Odin says like the power was never the hammer. Yeah,
that was really cool.
You always had the power. It was just to channel it. I thought that was quite cool, actually.
Yeah, I really like that. That Thor's kind of still a bit naive, even though we've had him in like 5 films now. He's still got that naivety of going.
Like go on.
I need the hammer for my power. I need the hammer, and he, in this one, he finally realizes that he's the weapon, not like the hammer.
So that's cool. I think that's it. Oh, did you like the Infinity Gauntlet joke as well?
Oh yeah,
that was funny. Myself at that as well.
Yeah, that was great.
Obviously, Thor 1 showed an Infinity Gauntlet in the throne room scene.
Yeah.
And then Thanos ends up with one. Everyone's like, how's Thanos got it if it's in Thor? And then Hela just walks past and goes, fake.
Just like fake.
I thought that was really clever. Like, just shut up, fanboys, you dickheads.
Exactly,
It's just like fucking everything.
It's like, shut up. We put it there where we didn't know what was happening.
Get off the internet. Do something. Go to the park. Something. Yeah. Something a nerd. I thought that was really good.
Yeah, it was really good.
Yeah, I actually was quite surprised at his jokes that kind of tied into the MCU, because he doesn't really strike me as an MCU type of guy.
No.
He's clearly done quite a lot of research and made jokes based on the other films, which I think is really clever. And
cool.
He's not just come in and done a job. Like, he's
put the work in, put some hours in.
Yeah, good stuff.
Very good stuff.
Check that out. I'm going to go watch it again at some point.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to watch it again. What are you going to watch? Are you going to watch anything else this week? You're going to try and check anything out?
I'm going to see Suburbicon.
Oh, that looks really good. George Clooney's new one with Matt Damon.
I've got an unlimited screen on Tuesday or Wednesday, I think.
That looks really good. I really want to see that.
That was quite fun. I don't know if they've ruined a bit too much in the trailers, though.
I think it's one of those ones that I think the trailer will give you some expectations that will be twisted in the film.
Hopefully. It looks really funny.
I think it looks like that kind of thing. Yeah, kind of like a Coen Brothers style thing.
It does look very Coen Brothers, yeah.
Which obviously Clooney's worked with them so much.
Yeah.
He, understandably may have drawn a bit of inspiration from their style and everything.
So yeah, I've got that. Got some Stranger Things.
I think I'm going to go and check out Murder on the Orient Express.
Yeah, I was quite interested in that. Well, actually, I'm not interested. I'm not interested in it, but there's a lot of hype, so I was kind of like, should I watch it because of a lot of hype? And it's got quite middling reviews, so I'm just probably not.
Yeah, I'm going to go and check it out. I think the cast looks really good, and I've seen a few bits and pieces at work and stuff, and it looks quite good, so I'm going to go and check that out, I think. But there's nothing else really out, is there? I don't think.
No, just soon. On my wedding day.
On your wedding day, and Punisher on your wedding day.
Day after, can't we?
Yeah, could do.
Group trip,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, not much else. Not much else going on. Is there any TV? Been watching more of the Good Place on Netflix.
Which one's The Good Place?
It's Kristen Bell.
Yeah, Kristen Bell.
So she's... did we talk about this?
I can't remember. Yeah, I think we did actually.
She's died and goes to somewhere called The Good Place, which is where the good people go when they die. And that's kind of the premise. And to say anything else would be a massive spoiler, because it's a sitcom, but it's really funny. Like, it gets better as it goes on because of the twists that happen. And there's like each episode ends on a cliffhanger, and something big happens each episode. But it's really good and really funny and quite clever as well. And it's good. Check that out if you're.
Sounds good.
I've also been watching Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine is just
It is
great.
amazing.
It's
When's
just
it
so
back
funny.
out?
Don't know. Actually, I
Watched on
rewatched Popstar Never Stop, Never Stopping
So
the other
good.
day. So
Love that
funny.
film.
So funny. Yeah, it's too good.
Modern Family's back as well.
Yeah, Modern Family's back.
Watched a
It's
bit of that.
all right.
Yeah, I've got a bit.
It's all right. It's gone downhill in the last couple of seasons.
I don't know if it's gone
unfortunately.
downhill or just like all the jokes have been done.
Yeah, I think they've done a lot of the jokes and stuff. It's a shame because at one point it was my favourite show on TV.
Yeah, I think when it came out, it was so fresh.
Yeah,
Like 9
just,
seasons now. It's still.
Yeah.
I like I watch it, but
it's still funny. It's not bad by any means.
no,
But,
it's not.
Like,
There's a lot worse.
yeah, there's times when would have just like been. Well, I have just binged Modern Family like so many times
Yeah,
at the early seasons and stuff. But there you go. That's life.
that's it. That is life, and that's it for the reviews. I think.
Yep.
Only time now, Matt, for the IMDb quiz.
The pedo quiz.
Yeah. So the IMDb quiz, I take some people who are
Pedos.
linked by a link.
They're little children.
Shut up. I'll read out a few of their films from IMDb. Matt's to guess who they are and guess the link between all of the people.
Exciting
Do
stuff.
you want the first person?
Yep.
Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. You can have one guess per thing.
David Tennant.
No. Nanny McPhee and the Big Bang. Have you not seen Nanny McPhee, Matt?
No, I've not seen Nanny McPhee, The Big Bang.
I feel like I have seen this.
Brendan Gleeson.
It's a good guess, but no.
It kind of feels like the kind of film he might do.
If Brendan Gleeson was in Nanny McPhee and the Big Bang, the first 3 films in this would apply to both of the people.
Oh,
Would apply
really?
to Brendan Gleeson and the In Bruges.
Who's in Bruges? It's not Ray Fiennes, is it?
It is Ray Fiennes,
Yeah. He's in Nanny McPhee.
apparently.
Oh, I was thinking it'd be because obviously he's Voldemort. I was trying to think of a small character in Harry Potter, not the main villain.
Yeah, well, it's subverted your expectations.
Exactly. Yeah. How many points do I get? I suppose it doesn't really matter with points, does it? When I'm on my own.
No. Next two are Skyfall and the Grand Budapest Hotel.
Sweet.
There's also a film in each list of films that links.
Everything together.
Yeah, well, sort of, yeah.
Okay.
Next person, Unbreakable.
I don't even know what the film is, so
I
move
was
on.
going to say, that's a really bad one to go first if you know what that film is. Jurassic Park.
Who knows? Samuel Jackson.
It is Samuel Jackson.
Is it? Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
The Unbreakable Samuel Jackson, that one
Boom, boom,
before
boom.
Split, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, Samuel Jackson and Bruce Willis. Yeah, Samuel Jackson.
On it.
Iron Man, Phantom Menace, Pulp Fiction were the next few.
Sweet.
One for
It's pretty
sneaky
good.
balls.
Doing pretty well.
Final person, 6 Degrees of Separation.
Move on. Next one.
Shark Tale.
Will Smith.
It is Will Smith.
Oh, yes. I've done it.
On it.
Oh.
Next ones were Ali, Focus, and Independence Day. Do you want the
pretty
clue
well,
films?
Yeah.
Independence Day, Jurassic Park, and Grand Budapest.
I was just about to say they've all had like remakes, but Grand Budapest hasn't.
Nope.
Goldblum.
Yeah, it is Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah.
Jeff Goldblum Appreciation Podcast.
Obviously, yeah, you got to do it.
Exactly.
He's a top bloke.
Good.
That it?
Well done. You've done it, Matt.
Done it. Smashed
Do you
it.
wanna do the exit.
I'll do the exit, yeah. This
Yeah.
has been the Real Issues podcast. You can find us on Twitter. You can find us on Facebook. You can find us on Instagram now as well. We're on Instagram. I am on that. I am.
You like doing it? Because I'm not doing it.
I'm doing it. Yeah, I'm doing it. You handle Twitter. I'll handle Instagram. I'll just find out our name. Give me a sec. I think we're just Real Film. I think. Yeah, just Real Film.
Followers.
Yeah, loads.
What have you put?
It's pictures.
Stranger Things the game.
Yeah,
Thor
we're
Ragnarok ticket.
Real_film. We are. So you can keep up to date on some visual things on there.
Podcast plan.
Yeah, podcast plan. We're on YouTube with loads of different videos and stuff. Are you going to do Bonfire to Boss soon, Rob? You're going to do the Deacons and then
Yeah, we can do, can't we?
put a new episode out?
Yeah.
Do that tomorrow. Not tomorrow, Monday, I think. Do it on Monday, and then we'll get it out.
I'm pretty busy right now.
In the week.
Got a lot going on.
It'll take you 10 minutes. Easy. What else we got? Yeah, that's it. Oh,
I might do a little Mario video.
I'll do a Mario video, yeah. Our WordPress page, realfilmreviews.com.
.com.
Yeah, reviews.com. Everything's on there. I'm going to write some articles about filmmaking and stuff because, excitingly, one of our films is getting into a few festivals.
Whoop, whoop.
Got nominated for Best Original Score at the Birmingham Film Festival.
It's pretty good, isn't it?
It's pretty exciting. So I'm going to be writing about that kind of stuff. So if you're into films and if you want the curtain lifted behind my little adventure into independent filmmaking, then you can find all that on the website as well. And you put a Thor review up if you want to read what you've just heard us say in more succinct manner, I'm sure.
I think it's a good review, actually. I'm quite pleased with it. Sometimes I write reviews, I'm just like, that was shit. My Thor one, I'm pretty
happy with.
Pretty happy with it.
Sweet.
It took me a long time to get it ready as well.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's been ages. So that's everything then.
That is that.
Thanks, guys. We'll talk about Stranger Things next week and maybe some other things that we may or may not do.
That is accurate.
It's all very accurate. Bye, guys.